Hey everybody, it's Greg Rice. We're here at Dusk Lounge in Providence, Rhode Island, and we're with today Mr. Don Martone. How's it going, Don?
What's up, man?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to finally meet you.
And
Thanks
Don, it's interesting because we've never met before. Don and I don't know each other personally, and the first time that I saw you was on the highway.
It was on the highway. That's right, on the highway.
I was on Route 10 or Route 6 right there at
Route 10, yeah.
Route 10. And I saw your big mug on the billboard,
Right.
and it said something rockstar, real estate rockstar.
Yeah, I got into a lot of trouble for that one. Yeah.
But before you get into it, I saw it and I said, I gotta call this guy. I want to see his deal. I want to compliment him. I want to let him know how cool that was. And I called you.
Yeah.
And you picked up, and I said, hey Don, this is Greg Rice. You don't know me. I don't know you. I love your sign.
Right.
And you're like, you thought I was just another guy.
Fanboy. He's a fanboy.
I'm a fanboy, just, giving him shit. And I said, no, I really do like
Right.
it.
No, I did, and I appreciate that call. That was really cool of you to acknowledge that. Yeah.
So tell us about that sign. What was the deal? What was the planning? What was the ideology?
Yeah. I mean, that just kind of, I had some really good sales happen that year. I wanted to continue the branding of what I was trying to do. To me, branding is very important. As a real estate professional, you need to separate yourself. I think there's close to 6,000 agents in Rhode Island alone. Whether they do business or not, that's another story. But there is those people. When I first got into the business, the biggest thing everybody told me to do was, Don, you gotta cut your hair, man. That's too much. You gotta get you in a suit. And very early on, I kind of realized that, okay, and when I saw the numbers of how many I was going to be up against, I said to myself, it was a conscious decision to say, lean into what I love. Why would I fake that? Why would I conceal that? Why would I just do it on the weekends? Why not live it, kind of make it a part of it?
Yep.
And early on with the marketing stuff, I had a couple people say, on actually it's Facebook. I even remember the girl by name who said it. She said the rockstar realtor.
Boom.
And I was like, that's corny enough to work.
Yeah.
And then I ran with that, and some time went on, and to me, you have to be professional. You have to be aware of your client's best interests, yes, but then also at the same time you got to have fun with it, and you got to be light. People they get enough of the other stuff. So when the billboard time came around, I was like, let me just take this thing as annoying as kind of catch your eye as possible. And so that with the colors that we used, it was purple, pinks.
Yep.
I had the animal print shirt, the glasses. It was just it's just out there,
Yeah.
And I'm sure, this people do that kind of thing, but I really do it. I really want to consistently put that out there, that same kind of brand. That's important to me.
And what do you find as far as customers go, clients? What type of clients does that attract?
Well, also I know that if you try to please everybody, you end up becoming inauthentic, and people see that, and you end up pleasing no one.
True.
So, I don't think that really translates to, I don't think it correlates to, you're saying, I just got I got the millennials, or I got my contemporaries. No, I door knock expired listings, and I got snakeskin boots on, and these are older folks with multi-million-dollar properties, and we end up listing them. So I think they see through, they know, and they're answering the door in t-shirt and jeans too. So what is it? I don't know what he's doing on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where you kind of I personally have not seen the correlation between
Interesting.
my style, what I like to do, and how the client views me. And when I show up to a property, I smell good, I look good, I dress good, I feel good.
Yep.
I'm prepared for the appointment. I understand comps. I understand, the GRMs. I know what's going to cost. I present them with all their options. That shines through.
Yep.
So I don't think it really matters.
It matters.
Chance, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought would be the opposite, but that's a great case for why it doesn't.
Right.
So I've noticed, like you said, when you try to please everybody,
right,
you're just this vanilla, regular guy with a thing and a bop and sure.
This move.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that move.
Happy holidays.
Right.
I never took that route.
Right.
If you watch our content, it's not edgy, it's not crazy.
Well, no.
It's
now
straightforward.
he's bullshitting you right here.
You
because
think?
What got me with you, what really, and we talked, and it was about a year or two. But you posted that thing with the
dead body.
The dead body, man.
See?
I really.
My boss was like, "Oh, we can't do that."
No, that really resonated with me, and I was like, this guy actually gets it. He understands it. It's a tough conversation. Nobody wants to face it. I always want to operate. Here's my edge.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to blow it out and go crazy, because then you'll set expectations that can't make sense.
Right.
And you're gonna stress the out.
No, you're good.
Stress yourself out. To it becomes impossible. You get lazy. You get I can't do it, and then you back off.
Yep.
If you constantly are on your edge, and you're at home in that space where there's a little bit of fear, a little bit of pain coming into it, uncomfortability. That's where you gotta lean into to make any kind of progress. And I thought that was really, because what do people think about property management companies? You just sit back,
lean in.
You just lean in and get your 10%, get your whatever percentage it is.
Yes. Exactly.
And then you posted another thing.
Yep.
Crazy sewage.
Girls. Oh.
No, the sewer line.
Oh yeah.
In the basement, it was like just raw sewage.
Yep. Pasta.
Pasta? What do you mean pasta?
There was like ditalini pasta that was.
Oh God.
It was nasty scene.
Yeah.
But those two things I thought were our best marketing pieces ever.
Oh yeah.
Millions of hits.
Right.
And all it is clickbait. But you saw that it was more than that.
Right.
That we were trying to
But then at the same time, you come out with really great, useful content.
That too.
Like, okay, what happens when I gotta evict somebody? What happens when they're 30 days late and they got a year lease left? Or if they're month to month, what do I do? Is like in your there was one video I watched too that you sending out those letters, the stacks of letters out to those people who were late and stuff. So that's just stuff that it's such for any. And then I saw another video of you. I'm just thinking of this guy's content. He's got great content. What did you say about people grinding you on price?
Exactly. My boss again was like, "No, this is bad content."
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're saying these things.
Right. So tell me about. I want to know. I want to switch gears. Nexus. Tell me about your involvement. What is your position? Because to me, you're the face.
I'm the face.
You're the face of it. But you keep alluding to boss.
Boss.
So what are you referring to?
So boss is behind the scenes.
Okay.
Doing all of the website, the marketing, the Google, the AdWords, all the geeky stuff.
Right.
He's great at that. He's not great at what I do.
Right.
And I'm not great at what he does.
Right. Hire to your weakness.
Exactly.
Partner with your weakness.
So Nick is his name, Nick Dagnillo. He does all of the back of the house. I'm front of the house.
Okay.
So
it's a partnership together?
We started day one. 2013.
Okay.
And we've grown the business now to 4 offices.
Okay. Four
Nexuses.
You're in Worcester.
Worcester, Framingham, Fall River, and then Pawtucket.
I love Fall River. I love
Fall
Fall River.
River.
I like Fall River.
Yep.
I just sold a house over there. They said it couldn't be done. A 203K in the middle of the pandemic. We closed on it. They got a foreclosure. They were looking for a while too, and we got them a great house, solid. Some of those homes are solid over there. They're big homes. It's like a 2,000 square foot home with like 5 bedrooms. Young couple, artists, Brittany and Harry. They ended up purchasing, so they're I love that area. Right over the bridge, and some of those restaurants are really great over there on the water. Yeah.
There's one that we go to. It's a Portuguese restaurant. I forget what it's called, but it's just super tasteful, super authentic.
Yeah.
And you don't really see a lot of that.
Right. Well, there's that
outside of Rhode Island, Mass area, like Rhode Island, Federal Hill. You go to Thayer Street, like you just have these home grassroots places.
Right.
And that's what I love about our area.
Right.
Same with the real estate. Every house is different.
Well, that's where I live. I own a condominium on Federal Hill for that reason. I mean, my family's from there. My roots are there. It was just a natural. I turned the right corner onto Broadway. Every morning I look at that Superman building.
Yeah.
And I drive right down. It's perfectly center in there.
Yeah.
And within 20 minutes, you're within anywhere.
True.
Of the state, so that's what I love about Providence, and that's why I do most of my business here: Cranston, Warwick, East Greenwich.
Yep.
Will I take listings in Woonsocket? Yes, I will. But to me, I want to be within that range where I can really master my space, know the guy in planning.
Yep.
Know the guy in, the tax assessor's office, the guy or gal.
Yep.
And make those connections, so
specialized.
Yeah, I want to be I'm licensed in Mass, and we've sold in January. I had a really good sale in Franklin, Mass. I'm familiar with that area. I would not operate out of my comfort zone. We can't.
Yeah. As
brokers. But I want to be really specialized, and I don't mind, because there's enough business. Everybody thinks, I gotta be everything to everybody at all times. No, you don't.
Forget about it.
You don't. You're gonna be running around. You're gonna start to notice your travel time increasing.
Yep.
But people do that. I will say, agents. I recruit agents, and I actively I'm trying to get more agents, and they want to be everywhere every time, and they should for a period of time. You should.
Yes, pay your dues.
Pay your dues, grind, feel what it's like to get rejected at that listing appointment that took you 47 minutes to get to.
Right.
I think that's important. But you will start to see your bank account dwindle. You will start to see your time. But I wanted to mention, a lot of agents do that purposely, I think. To stay busy. Hey, we got this. Yeah, I gotta drive here. I gotta drive. They like to drive around. When really, this thing's a weapon.
Yeah.
This is maximization of your time. You can get a lot done on this device here.
Yeah.
Sit on the phone. Get on the phone. Talk to people.
So what
where we went from that. Went off on that.
I thought of a good question to ask.
Yeah.
What's one of the biggest mistakes that you see realtors make, other than going outside of maybe a 30-minute radius like you're talking about?
One of the biggest mistakes
that you look at.
If I had to just pull it right there, fast.
You could think about it.
I'll pull it fast. It was actually I see it a lot more often. In the last 5 years, I've seen it more often. The text war, the email blast war.
Okay.
They get into pissing matches with other agents. They continue on. They CC all the attorneys. They CC even the clients. Everybody's bitching at each other. Could have been solved in a phone call.
Right.
If it's longer than 3 emails, it's like you almost every single deal, every single interaction to me is marketing. It's marketing. I pick up the phone. I talk to Today I was calling on a rental, talking to the girl on the phone. That's marketing. Talking to a client. That's marketing. That's me connecting with. That's me touching that person once. In the business in general, you're CCing your attorney, their attorneys. Your reputation is out there on the line every single day. And people think it stops with the paperwork, it stops at the closing. No, if you don't conduct yourself in a professional way. So I'm really conscious about that now. It's like, do I really want to tear this guy up when all I gotta do, not publicly, but in front of his peers and his clients, because he CC'd my client, whatever the hell he did. Rise above. Dean Detonic. Is he on your show next?
Yeah, he's coming on September 4th.
Yeah, we went our separate ways. However, he told me great words of advice. Rise above 30,000 feet and look at the big picture about your business. Look at the big picture. And I'm really aware of that now, you know, and that, but I'm not hung up on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
I'm not attached to the outcome. Because you will screw up.
Sure.
That you will screw up your mindset and your focus if you're attached to the outcome.
But you don't give in all the time, do you? Because I love a good spat.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll give you an example.
Yeah. But do you spat on an email? Like,
I'll give you my example.
Yeah, give me the example.
And then you'll tell me
right
or wrong or good, bad, or indifferent. This is what happened. We managed a 2-family in North Providence.
Right.
Okay? The owner had no money, but the buyer needed these trees cut down for FHA purposes. Like there was an old tree going to fall in the house.
Right.
So they said, "Can you cut down the tree, Greg?" And I said, "Sure, we'll coordinate it, we'll get the vendor in there, we'll take the fence down, it's a big project. It's gonna cost like $5,000.
Okay.
But just list us on the closing statement as an accounts payable.
Yeah.
So Nexus will get 5 G's from the proceeds."
Do it right that way.
That was extending credit to the seller who's got no money,
Right.
helping the buyer, making the deal happen, getting the agents paid. It was the icing on the cake that I chose to stick our neck out there and do.
Right.
We cut this f***ing tree down. It's as big as a car as far as the width goes.
Right.
It's huge. It's like a sequoia. We can't get the stump. It's like this big, this
Of course,
big.
yeah.
It's huge. And that wasn't part of the deal. The seller said, just cut the tree, do the minimum possible.
Right.
So there's not take the roots out, not
Now, was there
extra.
concrete around it? Was it? Oh,
It was
no.
dirt.
Dirt. Okay.
But
But still, it was
The problem was gone.
right. Tree's gone.
So then the attorney, who I won't name, gets on there and says, you know, "Oh, I got these pictures today from the buyers. They're not happy with the results of the tree disposal." And I was like, "Hey, man, like, your client wanted us to just cut the tree and get out of the way. Like,
Right.
we did that." And he goes, "Oh, you know, like this is the vibe I get on,
Right.
on the emails."
Right.
So this is what I did.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem.
So this is what I did. I did not go up 30,000 feet. I went down 30 feet, and I said, "You know what? Everybody has the right answers from their cozy, air-conditioned offices.
Right.
We were the ones that cut this tree down. It was a 300-year-old tree, and I don't appreciate how everybody's a Monday morning quarterback."
Right.
Delays our check for 2 months.
Gotcha.
So-
he gotcha.
He got me, but I just felt like I couldn't let that go because it was like you're in your perfect office with your Mercedes and your suit, and you're telling me about how a tree's supposed to be cut down. Like, who the hell are you?
Right. See, yeah, I get that. And I
couldn't let that
you
go.
could, and it's very, very tempting. And even the email, I've seen this week that got me to think of that. It was clear, like, just attacking the person's character. That being said, I don't know, personally, say it's that attorney. I don't know if his wife gave him a hard time in the morning. Maybe she's not doing. I don't know. I don't know what that guy's life is like, where he's gotta feel like he's gotta like push beyond the transaction and interject this shitty behavior. That's on him. He's gotta lay his. He probably doesn't even sleep at night. He's probably sleeping on the couch. He's probably having a hard time.
Yes.
So I find I don't smile much. Try not to smile a lot. It's sacred. Smiles are sacred. That's when you got to use the kindness. That's when you got to lay into it. And eventually it does go your way because they ultimately know you're in the right.
Right.
You know, it was, and a lot of this can be solved. I don't know what your agreement looked like. Mm-hmm. If we want to talk about agent mistakes, how about agents playing attorney? Screwing up the purchase and sales agreements with their beautiful attorney-like language in the additional provisions sections. Trying to get too creative, and it muddies the water.
Give me an example.
Well, I could say, let's use your tree for an example.
Okay.
In my world, in my purchase and sales world, where every single word on that document is a legally binding agreement, what did that invoice look like from you guys? Mm-hmm. Was it as descriptive as it could have been? Because that's where it gets a little...
True.
These are tough waters now. I'm going to go in these tough waters here, because it's like the way I would have wrote that tree cut down. Tree to be cut down. I'd even put the day, the time, slice it, we're going to cut it, we're going to leave the stuff there, we will not take roots at all. That language should have been in there where like both parties, the buyer, the seller, they sign it.
Yep.
And then it's on them. Mm-hmm. And then it's on them. So I don't know. Maybe you take it with a grain of salt. Is that saying? I don't know. But like just maybe you weren't as descriptive, and they were expecting X and they got Y.
But give me your example. You're saying agents adding stuff to the P&S, like. Give me an example of them becoming attorneys, like you're saying.
Well, it just gets, I don't know, I've seen it, I don't know, that'd be hard for me to...
You just look at it and you're like,
Yeah, it's too much. So a lot of times it's too much, it's, so, but you're going to have, I keep referring to Dean. He's the master.
Yeah.
Dean is the master, and he taught me most of the things that I know, not everything, Dean. But he taught me a lot about how to write an agreement.
Okay.
So he's your man. That'll be a question for you guys on that next week. Was the episode after me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I love Dean because he's so he's just he's just unbreakable.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right there.
Oh yeah.
And I don't even work for him, but I just got the vibe instantly. As soon as I met him, I was like,
he's that that lethal guy. You think he's
principal. He's like a principal.
Yeah, but he's that guy, like we talked about the 30,000 feet. He'll like blast you. And you'd be like, wow. But it's like out of love. You're like, oh wow, I did deserve that. It's kind of that vibe. So he's great. He's great.
But then in the inverse, he'll probably compliment you and say, hey, you did a great job.
Oh, sure. Yep.
So he was your first broker?
No. My first broker experience. My first brokerage was Julie Longton. They're no longer there they were on South Main Street, Remax City Side.
Okay.
She went disbanded from that in some way, shape, or form, and then did her own thing.
So you were Remax first?
Remax first.
Then?
For not very long.
Yep.
And went to HomeSmart. I was there for 2 years.
Yep.
And I'm at Century 21.
Yep.
I've been there for 2 years.
So what made you switch?
Well, it was that cultural. Is that cultural thing? I was starting. That was that era. You saw the leopard print shirt, the shirt out, the loud stuff.
Yep.
I was taking the inch and going that far with it. At least that's what was being.
They thought.
I thought I was doing that.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
You know. So we went our separate ways, and then I ended up being drawn in by what we got going on now with Jim D'Amico at Century 21. I was there for, like I said, I'm in my second year there, and we have, as of May, we ended up coming to an agreement, and now I'm partners in that office.
Awesome.
So I'm running that office because you have to be.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
That's awesome. Was that the plan in the beginning, or did it
No,
just
well,
happen?
yes, yeah. That's kind of the I think every agent kind of considers it, but I've even worked with some of the agents at HomeSmart. They're perfectly content with doing sales.
Yep.
To me, this position as a managing partner and an owner, 50-50 owner, is that next step where I'm able to really understand how it works, really from the perspective of getting out of the sales portion, because you have to be able to scale your business in some way, shape, or form, and you're doing that with
Exactly.
multiple offices, and then even the concept of how many units can I manage
Correct.
monthly coming in.
Correct.
The only way I can scale it is if I create an atmosphere that's contagious in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I want people to know I give them my core values: discipline, integrity, authenticity, accountability, hustle. Like that in the office. Like, if you don't fit those requirements, there are plenty of options for you. I'm not going to chase you down. I'm not going to call you 500 times like a crazy ex-girlfriend.
Yep.
I'm gonna know my value, offer it. If you don't recognize that,
See ya.
see ya.
So Don, why don't you tell me about before real estate? You were a performer, right?
Yeah. Well, my college, I got into theater. Well, early on, I got a degree in fine art. I can paint you a nice, pretty painting. Somewhere along the line, it just didn't. Because I got to be that type of person. I need to be immersed in it, and I need to feel it. If I don't feel it, it's not happening.
Yeah.
So, and it was a natural thing where and that's okay. Like, if you had a goal of doing this, and you wake up one morning, it's not there, that's the universe telling you it's time to change course.
True.
Time to pivot. That's a hot word right now, pivot. So I got into theater, acting. I got that bug. Lived out in LA for a while, as long as $3,000 could have lasted me. In 2008, I had no idea what economic crisis we were in. I was 25, drove cross country, the car broke down, living out of a dumpster, showering on the beach, all that kind of stuff you gotta get out of you.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. Came back after being tired of that life.
Okay.
And quickly found that my passion was music. That was where I was able to get creative. I was working a 9-to-5 job, selling hardware items. I was managing also. I got into property management with Geo Properties on the east side.
Okay.
Rita Steele, they're no longer there, but so that was my first foray, whatever that word is, my first dabble into real estate.
Okay.
I started seeing it was a funny story. It was like, I see these girls come in the office. She had mostly women working for them. So she'd come in the office, they'd drop off a check, and they'd leave. Never see them, whatever. Come in, drop off a check. Come in, drop off a check. I said to Rita, what are they doing? What are they doing right there? Oh, she just had a sale. Oh, okay, all right, cool. Can I do that? Yeah, you can do that. Just get your license. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll get my license. And at the time, Another guy you might know, Mike Pereira.
Rings a bell.
He works for Dean Detonic.
Okay.
He's in that company. I was living with him at the time, and he was also in real estate. So I was also seeing his lifestyle and what his schedule was like. And I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? What is this? Because I was punching a clock. And so I got the license, and I went to Rita. I said, hey, I'm ready.
Yeah.
She goes, no. She goes, no. We want you to do what you set out to do. And that was at that point I was like, I gotta try this thing despite all the adversity, despite all the negativity of saying people cut your hair, wear a suit. My dad asking me, he said,
who's your dad?
Donald Martone.
Is he in the business?
He's not Carl Martone.
Okay, I thought maybe he was.
Everybody asks me that. You related to Carl Martone?
He's a big producer, right?
Yeah, he's the top producer. Hey, what's up, Carl? I just got your email, by the way, Carl. You know, the negativity around that, my father asking me how much they paying you. I said, Dad, it's a results-based business. You know, all that negativity around it, all that kind of stuff. Whether it was out of love or not. There was still... Sometimes your family members, by the way, can be the worst.
True.
Because mommy's always going to love you, right? Mommy's going to love you despite what your goals are. And people stay in that zone, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They don't try anything because mommy's always going to love them.
True.
You know, mommy's not always going to be there, guys. So.
Mommy's not paying the mortgage.
Well, for some people...
Oh, maybe.
I went out with this. I
love you, Mom. But
hey,
no.
we're not getting too personal, but I went out with this girl. She was the other night. She was 34 years old. Not going to mention the girl's name, obviously, out of respect. Still living with her parents. What's going on?
Wow.
I got to connect her with you. She's going to open up a Nexus Property Management franchise. She's got to do something with her life.
Living with mom and dad. 34.
I mean, it happened. But, you know, I get it. You know, breakups happen.
True.
Divorces happen.
Right.
Kids happen. Life happens. But if you got that fallback, that family, maybe that's a new hashtag, family fallback.
Family fallback.
You can never really hit bottom.
Yes.
You got to hit the bottom.
Yes. Like you did in
Los
Angeles.
Yeah, that wasn't even bottom.
Okay.
I recently hit bottom. Hence the resurgence, the cutting of the hair, the jumping out of planes. I'm jumping out of a plane at the end of the week for the third time. I'm doing like all these kind of things. Like I'm constantly trying to challenge myself to hit that wall. I want to hit the wall.
Love it.
You know what I mean? And it's beyond business, because the business the money's great. Nice car, nice condo, nice life. Very unfulfilling. Because the condo, the car, the life can be taken away. You need something a little more like, what am I here? And that's the thing, me and my closest buddies, Albert, you gotta have him on the show. Albert Hadarai. He's at Home Smart. You gotta have that guy.
Bell. By Al? Does he go by Al?
It's Al. I think he's Albert.
Albert?
Yeah. He probably not like the Al.
Al.
But immigrant, Albania, coming to America with 0 double zeros. Love his story, and I mean he's doing very well for himself. He was my mentor over there at Home Smart. I trained him. Let's get you at Century 21, Albert.
Hey,
let's go. Come on, bro.
Go. Offers on the table.
Offers on the table. What are we talking about? We're talking about what?
Hitting the wall.
Hit the wall. Hit the wall. Hit the bottom.
If you live at mom and dad's, you're never gonna happen. Because you fall back in that.
It's not gonna happen. And I'm not to say I don't know if you live with your parents.
No, it's been 9 years. I moved out when I was 21.
That's huge, dude.
I mean, if you count
college. Now, do you live in
college,
Pawtucket?
if you count college, 18.
Okay. Yeah.
Pawtucket, I used to.
Yeah. Where do you live now?
Warwick.
Okay.
So
Love
I
Warwick,
went
man.
North Attleboro, Pawtucket, Providence, Warwick.
Getting closer. Yeah. Do you like Warwick? You like?
I do,
Good.
but I don't love it.
Okay. Sounds like he needs a good real estate agent to
I
get
need
you out of it.
lake house. Wifey and I looking for a lake house.
Okay.
But our $500,000 range, you're not getting the best. You're getting
Right.
something may need another bedroom, may need to
Right,
be fixed.
right.
So that's a struggle right now.
So you're actively looking for.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Tough out there. It's a tough market.
It is.
Tough market, man. And that's why everybody's doing so well. It's because it is a tough market. Those that are doing business are doing a lot of it because it is scarce right now. It's slim pickings.
What about 40 people showing up to one open house? What if you're an agent just starting out and you can't even get an offer accepted? How do you persevere through that? What's your suggestion to folks that keep getting beat or they can't even just get a showing for that matter? How do you compete in this ultra?
Well, I set when I'm meeting with the buyers, I set realistic expectations. So that is probably what I see the most often. You said if you're a newer agent, how do you get the offer accepted? A lot of these agents, they're not only paying for leads, which is ridiculous because you got to join Century 21 Northeast. We'll show you how to do that. You don't have to pay for the leads. They jump at the lead, they meet the person at the property, they try to make the connection, and they drop the ball when they don't know the client, they don't know if they're pre-approved, they're trying, they're pushing, they can't do it. You gotta actually bring the person in, set the expectation. Yes, I know it's a hot property. Yes, I know it's highest and best by 5 o'clock tonight. You have to come to my office, or I can go to you, I'll meet you for a coffee. Whatever the hell you want to do, but I gotta tell you what we're up against right now because the odds of you getting this house right now, slim to none.
Yep.
I will tell them directly. This is the situation, because there's all sorts of stuff beyond money, and that's why I don't like the buy side. I see it a lot. They do the posts. They got the picture of the house with them doing the thing. And offer accepted. 20 offers. We beat them out. It's like saying, hey, we paid the most.
Right.
Like, hey, my clients, I think it's tacky. I don't do it, really. I don't think I've ever done it. Offer accepted posts. I know you hit me with content.
I don't think that's
I don't like that content. I'd see the dead body and the shit up to knees in shit over that. So, but yeah, beyond the dollar amount, we need to look at get in person. I beat out 15 offers in Johnston. We beat out. Okay, the guy had a really great letter, had a good number, he had a great agent. It's how to navigate around certain things like inspections, how to word it. How to shorten the time frame. When you got the guy pre-approved and he's almost at commitment, let's just call it commitment. There's all sorts of things you can do to not always overpay. So that's the way I feel about it. So what was your question?
You answered it.
I think I answered it, right? That's what you do. It's beyond money. It's beyond... Because I don't really care that it's 20 offers. And the buyer can't care either. That's the setting of the expectation. Your strongest negotiation is the ability to go, see you later.
Bye-bye.
The minute, it's like women. The minute you try to control a situation, the universe got a way of just letting it go.
That's a great outlook.
You have to know your value. Buyers, know your value. Agents, know your value. Property management companies have the ability to go, nah, see ya.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, wait. Yep.
It's scientific. Science will back you up on this one.
Agreed.
You go to chase a cat, what does the cat do? Cat runs away. You go to pick up a cat when it's not ready, just claws the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You lay down at 4 o'clock in the morning when that cat wants to be pet, the cat's all over you.
Snuggling and
You walk away, I guarantee, walk away from the cat, stop, go to the ice machine. Go to the refrigerator, that cat's right over there. What do you mean you're not paying attention to me?
Exactly.
It's the cat.
The cat philosophy.
The cat philosophy.
And you employ that in real estate.
To only after losing. Again, you have to fail. You have to hit bottom.
Yep.
Bottom. You have to get hurt. I'm only learning that in these really formative years.
Cool.
So I'm not a rookie. I'm not a. You ask, hey, do you ever want to lean into somebody and push? Yeah, we push. Yeah, we push, and you get your point across. That's part of being bold, assertive, confident, focused, having a mission, having that dream, that desire. That's part of being a man.
Yep.
We're two men here talking.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have that, or else you're clawing at everything. You're trying to grab you're wondering why it's slipping through your fingers and it's gone, because nobody wants to be top priority. You have to pull back, know your role, know your value, feel it, understand it, live it, and it will come to you.
What about the word no?
I love no.
Do you like no?
I love no.
Are you a maybe guy? You don't look like a maybe guy.
I'm not a maybe guy, but I know that no today is not a no tomorrow.
Okay.
If I'm hearing no, I'm okay with no.
You go away. Cat, you go to the fridge.
I will let them know in certain situations. What we're talking about, it's a listing appointment, or I gotta be able to. Okay, well,
in general, like the word no, how does it affect you? How do you handle it? Or how do you use it?
I use no. No is a fuel to me. I like no. I like no. I like no more than yes. When I hear yes first, yeah, we'll do it.
You're like,
Something's going on here. There's something wrong. Why did the other guy when it's too easy, it's too easy.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it happens in life. Yes, it rolls with it. But if you live by yes and never hear a no, you're gonna be in your parents' basement the whole time.
Mm.
That's people who never said no, or who never got no.
Yep.
You want this? Yeah. Dad, can I look? I just broke up with my girlfriend. I gotta stay here for like 10 minutes. 10 days. That's it. No. They never heard no. Yes. It's all yes.
Mm-hmm.
Never hit the bottom. You're gonna
soft.
So I like no. No is fuel. There is also a saying that I also live by. The fortune's in the follow-up. So they also need to know when they say no, my value is so high, follow up. Follow up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be a little passive aggressive. Because I understand that, especially with people nowadays, with all this stuff going on, riots, politics, all this stuff we don't want to talk about. Trump, Biden, disease, coronavirus, violence, guns, police, all that stuff. They got so much stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to say no. You're not going to be top priority for them right now. You have to understand that, and you got to have the confidence and the strength to pull back and say, yeah, no, it's fine. No's good. Keep being no. I'm going to do me.
Mm-hmm.
Getting shit done. And oh, by the way, I'm going to let you know about it. And my clients and my reviews are going to speak about that.
Mm-hmm.
And my reputation is going to speak about that. So I have confidence when I hear no, because it's not always no.
Good answer.
Not always no.
How many people do you think have that same outlook on life? I know a lot of people that can't be told no, and if they are told no, they get worse. They get pettier. They get cattier. They get more emotional. What do you think about that? How do you tell somebody, yeah, no's good? How do you give that to them? How do you educate maybe a young adult, maybe somebody in high school, maybe somebody in college? How do you give that them, or do they just have to learn it by going through the ropes and by going through life? Because I don't know many people that have evolved to that. I'm there. I love no.
Yeah, I like no.
No's great.
I love no.
I'll fucking make a yes.
Because, well, that, but also, if I get a no, I'm getting closer to that yes. Because it can't be all no's, or else you wouldn't have a business. You wouldn't be running, you wouldn't having food on the table, taking your girlfriends out, going around, enjoying life. You can't always have no's. But I know that one no, FSBOs, expireds, withdrawns, past clients, all that stuff, all those no's, no. I'm right there. I'm right closer to that yes. So like if I'm conveying anything to a new agent, it's that language. Hey bro, no, keep dialing. Keep dialing. Oh, I know you hung up on you. I know. KNOW. I know he hung up on you. Keep going. And a lot of times they're hearing no's because not only do they not know, N-O, K, not only do they not know what to say, so we train them on what to say when they hear no. They get comfortable hearing it. I got a guy, I was just I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I caught this conversation. One of my agents, he sucked so bad on the phones. And if he's listening, he knows who he is. Because I busted his balls the whole time. He sucked so bad. But he kept dialing. This guy was in the office 8 o'clock at night. He calling people at 8 o'clock. I'm like, dude, that's a little much? No. You know, no. Yeah, right? No, it keeps dialing. This guy is now the best guy on the phone that we have.
Wow.
When he hears no from these people on the phone, which is, this is big on the Instagram story. He just laughs. He starts laughing. He's light. He gets it. He knows it's gonna be. I gotta talk to my wife. We gotta think about it. My house is we gotta fix some things in the house first. You're too much money. All of those things.
Yes.
The 5 big ones.
Yep.
The magic 5. Now that he knows what to say, and he hears the no, he's relaxed. He's confident that he's one more phone call away, and that people feel that tonality on the phone. And when you're in person, they feel that attitude. People may, that's John C. Maxwell, people may hear your words, but they feel your attitude. You know, so I hope my attitude is like, I'm passionate about this stuff right now.
Yeah.
You're gathering that.
Yeah.
I'm probably talking too much.
Each
Everything. Yeah. Right, but I want to find that. Forget about the sales. Forget about real estate. It's not about this doesn't feel like a real estate conversation. This is like
right.
Because real estate is not going to get you up in the morning. The dollar amount, I could go in my cash book and like, oh, look at it. There's plenty of ways to make money. I can go on Amazon right now and open up a store or plagiarize a book. What do? These realtors, they buy the book and then they put themselves on the cover and they say they wrote it, a ghostwriter thing, and then they sell it on Amazon. You know who you are. I'm talking to you. Mm-hmm. I know an agent that does that, which is fine. But to me, it's breaking my core value.
Right.
Authenticity. I didn't write it.
Right.
It's breaking my value. It's going to take discipline to get up in the morning. Discipline to hear no. Discipline to keep going. Discipline to pursue your dreams.
That was great, man.
Thanks.
Legit. You're very cerebral.
Yeah, and this is me going through a lot of changes.
It's been all positive.
Yeah. Well, those
The outcome
those downs. Well, I gotta tell you, you thank
Yeah.
the stars. You thank whatever you believe in. It hurts. It sucks. It's painful. You're down. You're beating yourself up for a time. You can enjoy those feelings. You can bask in your own. You know, people ask you how you doing. Yeah, I'm fine. You know, you do that. You can do that for a little bit, but then you have to also be like, all right. Oh, my dreams, my goals, my purpose. If you're money driven, if you're house driven, if you're women driven, if you're any kind of other driven, I was going to say that other word. If you're all those other things, those are going to go away. They're going to go away fast. You know, so.
Purpose driven.
Purpose driven. Hey, it was a pleasure
Good
speaking
job,
with you,
man.
dude.
And
Pleasure
if folks want to get in touch with you, how should they do so?
Oh, very easy. You can go on martonemoves.com. You can reach me at 401-954-0270. At Martone Moves on pretty much anything is Instagram, Facebook.
And are they going to get you when they call, or do you have a receptionist or a call service?
I have a no, they'll get me with that number, so don't worry about it.
Cool.
They'll get me.
Right
Just
on,
like
man.
you got me
I did.
a couple years ago. So.
Right on.
All right.
Again, thanks,
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You
Thank
betcha.
All
And if any questions from me, throw a comment below. I'll get right back to you. And once again, Greg Rice, we're here at Dusk Lounge in Providence.
Thank you, Rick. Yeah.
Thank you, Rick, very much. Your property managed.